We all knew what he was going through. You heard the rumors or you didn't hear the rumors or whatever, but it didn't matter. Every time he came on here, he gave it everything we had, again, and I hate this. I hate saying this. I love comedy. Listen, who doesn't love howling? I'm not talking about Saturday night. That's so witty. It's so politically. Oh my God, it's so socially environment. No. I'm talking about when you're keeled over and you're coughing your fucking lung out and your eyeballs are about to come out. It's a weird thing for somebody to make you laugh that hard. And they just make your day. My God. I'm about to have a heart attack right now about that Bert Kreischer night. I can't even tell that story. That Bert Kreischer night, it was one of the funniest nights of my life. With the way when he fell into the fucking kid's house. I'm
gonna piss my pants.
This is it. The anxiety. I don't have no anxiety medication on me. It was just amazing. This motherfucking guy fell into a fucking apartment. Okay? And listen, you guys know I have no reason to lie to you people. I'm a fucking animal. Give me a towel, please, or something.
Yeah, I have to.
Oh, no, don't get up over it. You guys know I'm an animal and I love to laugh. Do you know what it is to want to laugh, but you can't because just picture your mother falling downstairs.
I gotta pee so bad.
If your mother fell down the stairs, would you fucking howl? I don't think so.
As soon as you she was okay.
You know what I'm saying? How much do you love your mother? But if she fucking gobbled down the stairs and her wig fell off, would you laugh? No, it's your fucking mother. It was the same thing with Ralphie that night. And let me tell you something. We're sitting there. We're smoking. You know me, dog. You invite me to your house, I'm bringing a munition of weed. I'm like that Vegas shooter. I'm bringing everything with me. You know what I'm saying? You invite me over to your house for a podcast. I'm bringing edibles.
Whatever.
I'm just trying to be the best I can be. I'm showing up with the goods. You invited me over to your house. I know you get high. Yeah. I'm going to bring the best weed, the best edibles. So, he invites me over. And I'm sitting there and we're waiting on Ralphie. And I know Ralphie, dog. Every time we had him on this podcast, the first 2 times, I told Lee, listen, there's going to be one of these podcasts. We don't know when he's going to show. We'll give it an hour, and then we'll start the podcast. But out of his love for me, he always was. One time, I think he was 40 minutes late or something, but he showed up. He was solid. And, some people, they just move a little slower, and I understood. But so the podcast's supposed to start at 8. This motherfucker shows up at 10. He sits on that fucking chair. You hear the wood creaking the whole time. We do the podcast. He's fucking out of it, guys. Now, when I tell you out of it, we're family. Something else was lingering. If you want me to lie to you, I can't lie to you. Something else was lingering in the system. He's my brother. Me and Heavy, he's my brother. I don't say nothing. It's not for me to judge. We wrap up he's smoking the vapor pen. He just had that fucking pneumonia. Remember when they carried him off the ship? And I asked him if he tipped over the helicopter and all that shit. I used to torment his life. How many people had to carry him and the whole thing. And they took him off the ship and he went to the hospital and he stayed there for 3 weeks. And they put a tube in his lung. So when he came home, he obviously took the tube out and he couldn't smoke reefer. But he was hitting that fucking vapor pen. Now, I gotta tell you something. That vapor pen gets you high and all. But he's 500 pounds. That vapor pen, there's no reason why he should have been nodding, but it wasn't. So we gotta wrap it up. It's fucking midnight. Bert's got 3 daughters, 2 daughters. His wife is inside. We gotta walk through the house.
Yeah, all quiet.
The dog is barking, and here's me and Ralphie walking through the house. So we open up the man cave, bop, bop, bop. Bert walks out. I walk out second. Ralphie follows. I help him up. Boom, boom, boom. Me and Bert are talking about whatever the climate, whatever the fuck two comics talk about. What club you going to next week? And all of a fucking sudden, you hear pa 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 pa, but you heard wood smashing. Like when you hear wood smashing, it's real. Like I thought somebody jumped out and attacked them like 3 samurais. Or something. I turn around and it's fucking Ralphie smothered with wood and splinters. He just broke fucking this whole thing.
Poor little girl.
I mean, oh my God. It was something that. And it was John Candy type comedy. Like, listen, guys, I got 1,000 of these that I forgot. Like, just him picking me up in North Bergen. Like, he came to my hometown and picked me up and drove me around maybe 3 times.
Wow.
And then after that, I even got a call from a teacher friend of mine who I'm going to see this week in Tampa. That was my teacher since I was a sophomore in high school. I hooked him up with Ralphie.
Wow.
And he called the other day and said, I can't believe Ralphie's fucking dead. That's terrible. So I hooked Ralphie up with all my friends. Ralphie was tight with Mr. T. Ralphie was tight and loved George. My friend George, Lee loved George. Whenever he was in Jersey, George would bring him ribs, pork fried rice from Chan's. So last I heard, they're not going to have a service. They're going to cremate the body. Like I said, they're going to get a lot of wood. All right, they're going to cremate the body, and then they're going to take him and they're going to have a reception in Arkansas with his family. They're going to do something in Nashville. But most important, they're going to do something in L.A. on Monday the 23rd or something like that. And we'll have to figure out how we're going to do this, Lee. But we'll figure it out one way or another. We're always a strong fucking team here.